Hey, what's going on, everyone? Chris Bushman back here for another stream, doing NFGL stream again. Once again, we're doing Blaster Master on the PlayStation. It's been a bit, but yeah, wanted to bring it back. Wanted to get back in the game, so to speak, right? Let me see if I can get to where I want to be here. There we go. We're trying a couple different things today. Firstly, we are kind of trying a slightly different camera angle, but that's a bit minor to what we were doing before. More so, what we have going on is we're trying to do a Discord channel now, actually, for chat. Logic being that there were some difficulties before with using the YouTube chat, just because for whatever reason, the YouTube chat, it would lag, it would not provide a good user experience, and overall wasn't very good. So trying to get around that issue, decided to go with a Discord chat window, which I have up here on one of my monitors now, and I'm hoping it'll work out. If you want to join the Discord channel, go ahead and follow the link in the video description. We have that hyperlink set up, and you should be able to join on the actual Discord server, and then we're under the general channel today. I might do a different channel in the future, but that's where I'm at right now. So you'll see we be chatting, still chatting, always be chatting. That's how we're gonna do it. So I might mention that a few times in the video in case I see other people join up and they may know where to get the link, just because we're sort of changing it up from what we used to do. Also, we are playing the PlayStation in RGB today. I know I did a little bit of that before with Madden, but now we do it with Blaster Master, and I think it's gonna look significantly better than it did before. You know, we're always trying to iterate, trying to change the game, right? So that's the idea. Now, a big difference being I'm using my speakers and everything for all of this instead of having to, I guess, use the television, which makes it a little more challenging, being that the speakers tend to get a little bit louder. And based on my position, it might catch it a little more, so I have to try to watch myself with that. Regardless, I think it's an overall improvement. With the game itself, where we are at right now, we have just obtained the submarine module. I had actually died last time we were doing this, but I obtained the submarine module, and we are going to go back to the water area, I guess we'll call it. An area, ecosystem, whatever, and we are going to try to make progress there, right? So hopefully it won't be too difficult. I know we had some challenges before, but then I had discovered that I can actually float up with the submarine module, which was a big plus. And actually, yep, I got my phones here. Also, unfortunately, I am on support call for this week, so I'm having to keep track of a couple different phones here in case work things come up. So get that arranged just in case. Should be ready to play some games then. We also only have a few days until NFGL is the month of May for NFGL is over, so I'm going to need to make good on some of my, what you would call it. I think water is going to be across the way there, so I have to go down and around. Make good on trying to get this game finished up. I would really like to get this game finished up. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, partly because I don't know how much longer I have to go in it. I need to up the brightness on my monitor here. Is the brightness already up all the way? Oh, goody. Yeah, that's up all the way. Sure is. Let's up the contrast a little bit. See if that helps a little bit. Just up the contrast. Get myself back into a proper frame. Yeah, because I'm using RGB though, this is a signal that's not actually supported on my TV I would usually use for playing. So now I have it's kind of what I was using for my deinterlacing solution previously. I am now using that capture software to give myself a pass-through, so to speak. So that way my capture device is the one that's actually resolving the resolution and everything with the RGB signal I'm using. So idea being the RGB signal, oh dang, this lava freaking kills, Joe, I can't mess around with that. But the capture device takes in, I think it's like a 15 hertz RGB HV signal from a 15 DIN connection, which is you may know the connection used for a VGA standard video output typically. But taking that from the start to the RGB HV at 15 hertz, and then I have my capture device actually handle all the auto adjusting for the resolution. That way I don't have to have any kind of signal doubler or anything, and thus I can have RGB output with minimal processing. Just having the resolution changes, because also this game has a number of different resolutions it outputs for cinematics and for, let's see here, cinematics, gameplay, menus, things like that, and there are a couple of settings I'm leveraging right now to get around all of that, so that way I don't have to deal with it. Fine, that's what I'm looking for. Use this to repair and heal. Oh, so I'm looking for this water. Maybe this is water right here. I thought I'd go a little bit further around, but maybe the other one was jungle. We'll find out. I might be wrong. So I think it was like cave, jungle, water, plant, sorry. But I don't want to go to plant. So yeah, I won't go back. I have to go a little bit further before I get to where I want to go. It's been a few days since I've played this, so I'm having to sort of get back in the groove of it all. There we go. Heal back up. Get around the poison water. Yeah, I can strafe, son. Don't be throwing that hate. And so far, the fix I did on my controller here to get the analog stick working again seemed to have worked out pretty well. Alright, go back. That's not the route I need to take. Yeah, that fix is still holding up. So analog stick is working fine. I've also gone ahead and dang. Get off of me. Get off. I'm also using a higher bitrate for the stream still, because that seems to be holding up pretty well with my internet connection. So instead of being at 2500, we're sitting around 4000 kilobits a second. It kind of, oh seriously, something as triangle? Yeah. But that way I can try to get a better representation of, some of the fidelity of the colors that we're getting, especially with RGB. The last thing I want to do is have a situation where my stream quality is too much of a detriment to take advantage of the video output that we're getting with this particular solution. And I've been fairly happy with it. I think this is a sync-on composite cord. And I don't know if it's some cleanup happening with the device I'm using to actually output the 15 hertz signal, or if it's just I'm not noticing the artifacting that typically occurs with this, but typically you get some sort of like checkerboard pattern from interference on the composite signal for your sync. And like I haven't noticed it too much at all so far, because typically people will use a sync on green signal, which is a sync on luma, that's used for like component. And I haven't been able to find any of those cores available for the PlayStation or PlayStation 2. So kind of went with what I could pick up. But so far it's not bad at all, man. I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with the results. The results aren't super drastic, I would say, but it just seems to clean up some of the colors a little bit. I see a lot less instances of interlacing. Things like that. Those are kind of the big differences I've been finding. It's just the interlacing isn't near as bad. Colors are a little bit sharper. Edges are a bit better. Yeah, for instance, right here, there's a sort of different resolution for the video itself, right? And it's hard to tell if this is correct or not. I think it is. I don't think there's any weird stretching going on. Again, I have it set to where it will auto scale the signal it gets. The capture device will auto scale the video signal it gets from the SCART connection, or in this case the RGB HV signal, as well as have it output as a single resolution. That way any kind of streaming I'm doing here, for example, it's not going to start jumping a resolution around the whole screen or anything like that. It looks like it may have affected some of the letterboxing it does for the cinematics, but honestly, that's fine. Looks fine to me. I'm also not doing any kind of artificial aspect ratio adjustments. Uh-oh. Might need to re-enable my actual capture there. There we go. And now I have it from time to time with the solution too, with the software capture / pass-through, acting as pass-through. It tends to, I guess, freeze up or something. So I'm having to at times just reinitialize it by having to reconfigure the device, the capture device that it's working through the pass-through, which isn't a big deal. For those of you who may have been watching the NFGL Live, oh dang, there was an explosion there. NFGL Live segments of the UFC personal trainer stuff I've been doing. I'm using a similar solution for my component output. That way I can, because I had a physical switch I was using previously, but that seemed to have, I didn't pick up an actual component switch. I was trying to use a typical RCA composite / stereo audio switch for all my video signals. And I don't know if it's just bad insulation on the particular switch for the audio signals, or if there's some sort of further hardware that's required to actually switch the component connection properly, but I was not getting the correct colors or a correct signal for the component connections using that type of switch. Thus, I just went to a pass-through solution through software. And that's what we're seeing here. Which, in some ways, it does simplify the process a bit. I had to start splitting up my capture windows and everything between a couple monitors now. But, I mean, what it does simplify is the need for all kinds of crazy monitors and switches if needed, right? Because now it all just gets input into my computer, and then I just have to worry about any kind of adjustments through this capture software. So I don't know, I mean, that's a possibility. I might move everything to this sort of solution, just again, clean up some of the setup I have here. Or either that, or I go to like a single board for all my analog signal switches. Because that's part of it too. It's more of just needing something for my analog signals than anything else. It's not. Okay. Trying to circle straight here, guys. It's not circle, that's what it is. Yeah, I got the big tank. You're dead. Two dead, almost, maybe? That was one thing I wasn't doing as much either last time I was playing through this area. I wasn't utilizing my circle strafe for other facets of my tank as much as I should have been. I mean, I started using more of the special attacks, which are very necessary, I found, for some of these tougher opponents. Because otherwise, it just increases the risk of me getting hit and losing a bunch of health. But strafing helps quite a bit with that too, so hey, we'll just strafe you. Now let me text Sam, see if he's still up. If he's still up, be like, hey, you want to check out the stream? Got Discord up. So cleared out that room. Now my thinking for this area to play a little bit differently than I did last time. Last time I just sort of tried a straight shot through, or tried to do sort of everything in this area in one run, which is possible of course, but with all the exploration I was doing, I was losing a lot of health. It created more problems, more difficulty than it really should have been. On top of that, I wasn't exactly sure where to go because I didn't realize I could float up with the submarine module for the tank. So my strategy this time is going to be to conserve my energy, not get as many fights as I definitely don't need to, and possibly go back to the beginning to do this, to save if I get through a number of rooms. Because there's a number of rooms that have like sort of like that tank level, or that tank room I was just in, where the tanks, once they're destroyed, open up a door for me to go through, and I believe that persists when you leave this area. So if I take care of all that and explore rooms, a lot of my navigation and a lot of my searching will be over. I can save it, come back with full health, and get to where I need to go. Yeah, it's like Sam will not be available tonight. That's okay. He's got bedtime. As do I, but so for whatever reason I'm up. So here we are. Yeah, so I think this is another one of those rooms where I'm going to have to destroy everything. And I can't strafe for the sub. Great. Yeah, see, I think here, these rooms right here will probably save me a lot of time and headache. It's because these guys will take a few shots. I run the risk of losing a lot of health. There we go. Now we're open back up. Onward and upward. Oh. Bombs here. This also has, so this would be one of the first areas I really want to check out to float up, because before I thought I had to try to jump somewhere to get to where I need to go. But as you'll see with the green dot on the map, there's actually an energy thing that I can check out. So let's see if you can figure something out there. I want to take care of some enemies first and make it a little easier on myself. Well, there you go. Look at that guy. Let's float up. There's where I want to be at. So we take care of this. I think this will probably open up an area for my dude. A little dude. Roddy. Anything else in this room? I might have something over there. Let's check it out. So that's activated. It's a lot easier going through these rooms when I know I can float up. No doubt. Must be a room I believe I was not in previously, just because I was ignorant of things I could do. Ooh, this upgrades my capacity for a weapon, which I believe now. Thunder should be up to 2? Almost 3. Cool. That's good. Let's move on, man. Keep on blasting. Ugh. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go north now. That's part of the floating thing too. The fact I can float up, I can try to avoid a lot more obstacles and enemies I don't want to fight. Again, it's all for that idea of preserving my health. I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid unnecessary fights. That's the idea. Keep on keeping on. Try to avoid some of the action I want to be a part of here. There we go. Okay, do I have anything up here that's going to attack me? I don't see anything right now. What do we got in this room? We got just this other door over here, and that's about it. Actually, what I'm going to do here as well, I'm going to contact the other chat room real quick to let them know what is going on. That way, if they want to join up, they can. So this might. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up the logo real quick, just for a second, but then we'll be right back.
There's a man walking low to a town he can't fall.
Okay, we're back. So we gotta fix the camera real quick. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone will join the chat tonight or not. We'll find out, but yeah, I figure at least let people know. Sort of a last-ditch effort, so to speak, to get people aware. I mean, I post up in the social media places we got, like Twitter and Facebook and such, but it's also late. It's late, you know. Get some stragglers real quick and then do a tank. Bam. Just like that. There might be a better way to handle the Discord channel as well. Like, I figured this might be a cool way of just... It's something public, it's something out there. It definitely doesn't allow... The way I have it right now, it wouldn't really allow anyone to really lock it down, necessarily. Which has its risks, but I figure that way, too. It makes it as easy as possible for whoever wants to join the conversation to join the conversation. Right? So I'd rather... Ah, dang! Freaking... Ah, dang. There, we got them. They're definitely not easy to kill. I think we get some health up here, so. Yeah, part of the reason of killing those guys, I want to make sure I can get over here okay without falling and dealing with them. If I can make it over there. I don't know if I can or not. I would like to. I should be able to. I should be able to, like, maybe jump up. No, not so much. Can't quite do that. Let's go the most direct way. I might need a boost or something to get over there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I got anything like that to get up there. Well, let's see here. Got a couple different rooms we can check out. Let's check out the top one first. Hopefully we're not getting into too much trouble here. I hope not. Okay, this one might be a little bit of trouble. So that's actually the room I died in last time because of all those jets. And also so much for killing all those guys down below, right? Now I have to deal with them again. And I didn't get any of the items on that cliff. So that's how that goes. But we're just gonna hit this other room there, yeah. I think this might lead to a room where I can float up. I think. Oh, dang it. he at? There he is. Guys, oh, show up next to me. Dang. Okay, I can't mess around with these guys too much. That's still closed up. What do we have above? Got. Dang. This missile's like. Oh, dang. Back that up. Ugh. So we got another energy thing here. This actually might be. I don't believe those currents are natural. I think it's some kind of security system. First, we have to find out how these currents are being made. I have the feeling these things turn off the currents. So I already hit one of them. Oh, that's where the boss is. Okay. So, So I have a couple different options here. I know the south door there is currently locked. It doesn't look like there anymore. What you would call? Well, maybe we have some options here. No, so that current's just gonna take me down below, which I don't want to go to right now. That's the way if I fall, I can try to climb back up. So I don't want to do that right now. I could go back and save. What options we got? We got that. Let's go to that door. Those missiles don't get to me. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Connects to there, which that might be helpful. Do we have a maintenance tunnel around here? Dude, if we have a maintenance tunnel around here, that'd be amazing. Whoa, what is... Ooh. Okay, I don't need that quite yet, so I don't need to risk that at the moment. Oh, but there is a maintenance... Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what we needed. So now we can heal and save. Awesome. That is awesome. Now we can start doing some damage. Absolutely. Yeah, I've noticed overall with this game, the text isn't very sharp. I don't know if there's any kind of further deinterlacing going on or what, but the end result is not very sharp text. I don't know why. Also, I might need some experts to help me with this. If the image itself is actually too wide, I don't think it is. It seems fairly appropriate to me, but... There's like jets here. These guys are just a pain in my tush every time. So I guess we're doing enough damage to them, we're causing them to crash, so that's good. Looks like I can jump across. Right? Yep. That's where the Roddy entrance is, okay. So that might be the first place we go, right? There we go. Get these jets out of here. So this is a room I previously went into from the south, and that would have been a pain to climb. I don't think there's really any reason to climb up there. I think it's more of a shortcut once I do whatever I need to do in here. Which I'm assuming might open up that other door that I discovered earlier. And we'll do what we usually do. We're not going to mess with too many enemies. We're going to minimize the damage we do to ourselves. This is significantly darker though than on this monitor than anything else I've had. I might actually need to do something about that. Oh yeah, this is killer. I can't see anything on my monitor right now. This sucks, dude. Ah. Against that. Get killed, apparently. Well, that's cool. Give more to my blaster power up, because that is pretty sick. Alright, let's see if I can... It just looks darker on my monitor, I think, than the actual capture. Is there anything else I can do with this? Is there a viewing angle I can adjust here, maybe? Magic brightness. Hang on, what was that? Alright, so... That's not going to get me there. That's not going to get me there. I have all these brightness settings, and it looks like I may have them maxed out. There's my source, but I don't want to necessarily do that. I mean, maybe I can mess with the gamma here. Oh, gamma is about maxed out. Sharpness settings. Yeah, it's about maxed out to where it's going to be. Great. Well, let's see how much longer this works. I don't want to have to up the brightness on this source, though, because it looks... I think it looks pretty decent on the stream right now. That's the thing. I don't want to, like, make that look like crap because my monitor sucks. You know? Oh, dang, that thing's tearing me up. Yeah, so we died. Oh, dang. No. We'll continue. I wonder if it takes me to my last save spot. Again, we weren't too far away, so I'm not heartbroken by that. We've actually made a lot of good progress. Oh. Which is cool. It's cool, yo. Oh, yeah. So, do I keep my... Yep. So I got my weapon power-ups. Alright, I want to up the logo real quick. At least I can make some other brightness adjustments. I may not be able to, but if I can, let's try that. Be right back.
sun. So 20 million churches, arms waving in the air. And a seething prostitute said she once had a kill. And all the little children that dance in the grass. Inside the nation, that would be the last. There ain't gonna be no kings, you won't wanna sit and sail. When the hills run like rats from the shell. Woke up this morning and I went. For the sight of your eyes and a kiss. Don't know how you feel with the moon falling down. I'd like.
All right, I'll be back. So, I was thinking as well another solution in the future I could do. I could switch. So I have like a TV set up right now for my kind of like a secondary monitor, right? One possibility could be I could set that up as my gameplay monitor. It might make it a little bit brighter. So let's actually try that right now. I think that might be the better solution out of all of this. Let's see here, got that. We got this. That might actually make the chat a little more visible too. Oh, that's pretty bright as it is, isn't it? Let me bring the contrast down on my monitor now. Now that I don't have the game footage going on there necessarily. Okay, so to do that, maximize that. Let's go back to this. Expand this, so now the chat's gonna be much bigger now too. That's gonna be a big plus. Big plus right there. And actually I can even have the chat up like that if I really want to. This then can be maximized up there. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll be the ticket, maybe. I might have to change my viewing angle slightly, so I'm not like looking completely crazy, I guess. But I am kind of looking up to the side right now. Let's not have the chair run over the cord I patched up, please. Let's not do that. Alright, so if I do it this way, this might be a little bit easier to see. You want to talk about a roundabout way of doing RGB through a TV? I am having an LED TV hooked in through HDMI on my computer, which is using a capture device as a pass-through for the RGB output of PlayStation to get a bright enough image to work with for all this. Great. It's had to pain in the butt, yo. I'm not gonna mess with you. I ain't gonna mess with you. Away we go. Yeah, I think this might be an optimal solution here. Let's try out some of these other doors. That first area was a little bit rough. We don't need that. Ow, what the crap hit me? Can't go up on that. I probably have to step down. Oh, man, these guys just, man, they're lasering me. Great. So this water seems to be a little bit of a theme, huh? this takes me north. We can go north. Those weapon upgrades here and there. Sucks. Dang. Oh, damn. There we go. Clear that out a little bit. Keep that up. Yeah, my monitor is so much darker than this TV. This makes it significantly easier, which means maybe I have to do HDMI out to my other TV as well for some of this, maybe? That could be a solution too, if I can get it back into the capture setup. Let's see a little, oh, these are suicide ones, great. Great, wonderful. My favorite. We'll see what I figure out here. Yeah, a bunch of Come on, get ready. Come on, get my charge ready. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. Yes. Yeah, that worked out pretty darn well, I think. Yep, that's about as good as that would work out. Heck yeah, man. There we go. Got a flamethrower one now. Yeah, that invulnerability charge thing, that works pretty darn well. Doesn't anyone want to play with me now? Don't you want to play with me? Ow, you buttheads. You're all buttheads. You're supposed to want to play with me. There. See, wasn't that fun? We all played. Am I supposed to use these for something? Let's find out. This way? Yeah, I can, so I can blow up these boxes safely, I think. I like it when they're generous with the boxes. That is super nice. That's nice of you folks. Set up. So take us north. Let's see where north takes us. Is it active now? Did I activate it? Is that enough? I think it was. Maybe? I don't know. I'm willing to assume, since she's not saying activated anymore, that it's indeed activated. We're gonna move on, folks. Oh, cool. So we activated a freezer. That works. Maybe a lot easier. It might be a lot easier to traverse a lot of this now. Oh, except for these buttheads. They're always buttheads. It kind of worked out. Oh, that was cheap. Garbage. You're all a bunch of garbage. I don't even care about you. You're a meanie head. Okay, so where do we want to go? Well, we can go back north, I guess. That might be the way to go. So there's one more door I want to check out there. Ha! Ha! Jerks. That's what you get, jerk store. Was that frozen shut? Oh, because it is frozen, I guess. So yeah, that would be frozen shut, huh? Interesting. So I can't go through that door anymore, I don't think. Interesting. It makes sense. I just didn't think about it like that. That's what I get. What's through here? Now, at least up north should be a lot easier because all that was like submerged platforms and that was dumb. Put it lightly. I didn't like that room a whole lot. Oh, you butt munch. Oh, that's getting better anyway. This gun's a lot easier to work with. Actually, I have some range with it. I didn't get shot all the time. It's through the door. We know where the boss is, right? I'm not even dealing with you guys. You guys are dumb. I don't even need to deal with these guys, so I'm not even going to deal with you guys. You guys don't. No. So you might need to do something with this, right? There we go. Making our way through this. I guess there's really only one other direction to go, man. We go up. Ish. Everything here. Something gets in my way, I blast it. Because I'm a master at that. That's what I'm told. I'm a master at that blasting. A little bit. Okay, so I want to go north. Now we're back in this room where there's all those guys in the water and stuff. That should be frozen, I think. Right? That's frozen. Now I have to deal with it? Yes, it is. Oh, beautiful. So much better. Yeah, I think this is the one I want to go through. Because the other one was... what was that? I think that was an upgrade room. We got an elevator now? There we go. Back in it. Oh, elevators. Oh. flamethrower. This looks like something to destroy, right? Let's destroy it. Sweet. Goodbye, water current. You suck. Suck. We're gonna get to that final boss. Beat ourselves a boss. Bang, 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 bang. Bang. Feel the. Keep north, right? Essentially straight south. Feel. This gun's better anyway. That's the only thing, that flamethrower, it's cool, it's powerful, it's that close range sucks with it, dude. In the game where you're blasting things, you don't want that close range combat. No. You want that. You want that up close and personal stuff, right? You want that. I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't want that up close and personal. You want the far away stuff. I'm mixing myself up now. Yes, man. I'm putting it back in my tank. They're all over me now. Destroy your current thing, right? You're all over me. Get off. Ugh. Those jets suck. Apparently the best thing to do is just freeze water, yo. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so healed up, saved. I'll go back down into the other direction. That should be our final boss, man. Right? Yeah, straight south, and then we'll go from there. Currents have died down, which means we can move on. Right? That's a good thing. That's what we want, that's what we need, that's what we gotta have.
Roddy? Be careful, Roddy. There's something huge just ahead.
That's what she said. I'm huge. I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. That warning is because it's letting that boss know that I'm showing up. It's like, hey boss, we got ourselves a Roddy and a tank. Sophia's showing up to the party. What is that thing? Oh. You suck, dude. Crap. I just ran right into that. Oh, dang. Yeah, I can circle strafe now, sucker. Ah, get those balls away from me. I don't want any part of that. I'm gonna bust you up. So I'm gonna bust you up. I'm gonna bust you up. I don't know what that attack's gonna do. I gotta stay away from it though. Yeah! I barely beat that guy, but I beat him. And that's what counts. Woo! Woo! I played like slop in the beginning of that, but you know what? We got it figured out. We did alright. We did just enough, and that's what counts. Just enough. As long as I got health in my tank.
Roddy, can you hear me?
Yes, I read you loud and clear.
I sent you parts to raise the boost power. Pick them up, okay?
Okay.
Roger. Good. I was just starting to worry about the low power. Where do you find the time to do it? Are you sure you're sleeping at night?
Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself staying alive. My job is much easier than what you have to do.
I guess you're right.
Please tell me I have some health so I can get to this thing and not die. I don't know if I do. Nope. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. First thing I'm gonna do in here is I'm gonna save once I get this power up. Yeah, I'm not losing that beat on that boss. No, sir. So now we have boost. Where do we need to use the boost at? Possibly a section that we couldn't get to previously. Like, we need to get some momentum to make a jump or something maybe, right? What? Like I said, lets me know where I need to go next. So cool. Well, that's very kind of you. You're letting me know where to go. Okay, so save one more time. You might call for the night here. I think we were able to test out some of the Discord stuff. There's some setup I needed to change up for my RGB stuff. Primarily, probably move the footage back down to the other TV for HDMI out. That's the best thing I can figure. I could probably use it as a third monitor, I guess. We can do that. Yeah. I mean, I guess. That way I can have the whole 3 set up if I really want to. And I should have the HDMI cords to pull that off too, so we can just do that. But yeah, so I think that's it for the Blaster Master stream for now. Hopefully tomorrow we can make some more progress. I shouldn't have any other streams going on since it's going to be an off day for the workout and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll see tomorrow. We're going to do more Blaster Master tomorrow, definitely. And we're going to make some progress. We only got a couple days left until the month's over. So, you know, if I want this thing beat by the end of the month, I got to do it now. So we're going to give it the best chance we can. So until next time, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. See you next stream when we do some more Blaster Master.